So we just wrapped up my live trading session with the LPP team, and one thing that I quickly want to share with you guys is, I don't know if you guys saw, but Trump was just live. We were watching it with the LPP team, and we were hearing kind of the breakdown of the China and US deal that has still not been signed. And I think that's why the markets are retracing. People assumed, I don't know, like markets always get ahead of themselves. I think they thought that a deal was already signed. It was very clear that the release from the White House stated that there was progress from the deal between US and China. There is no deal actually signed. So, and I also have an update for you on the pharmaceutical executive order that's supposed to be signed by Trump. So first things first is, markets were pushing for one specific reason, and it's because yesterday it was announced that, yes, the U.S. announces China trade deal in Geneva. But this is just because there was substantial progress between United States and China. Nothing was actually signed. And Trump made this very clear that what I've learned from it, and please share what you've learned and your biggest takeaways, but what I've learned from this trade deal between China and the US, it's almost very similar to what we have going on with the UK. The US wants China to open up their borders so US companies can do business in China, which is currently not allowed. That would be interesting, and supposedly China's open to it. But Trump made it also very clear that they have been close to signing deals with them before, and then China pulls out last minute and says, no way. So again, do you think that China will open up its borders so the US can do business with the US, or so the US can do business with China? You guys let me know down below. I mean, it really doesn't matter what our opinions are. It's, do they actually move forward and sign the deal? That's what the market's going to be paying attention to. If they do sign that deal, it is a big win. It's an incentive, right, for US companies to go into China and to be able to sell to more consumers and hopefully create more jobs in China as well. They can see it as a win-win. I just don't see it to be very likely based off of how China normally acts. Are all tariffs going to be removed on China? No. He said a standard 10% tariff is still going to be implemented, and he is not removing any tariffs that might be added when it comes down to pharmaceutical companies and was it aluminum and the manufacturing of that. He's saying, no, we want that to be done in the U.S. We're not going to be taking any of those tariffs off. We're going to, it's generating a ton of money. I think it's a 50% tariff that's put on aluminum or something like that, and he's going to maintain that. So it seems like they're picking and choosing what sectors they're either willing to negotiate or not. So again, it still seems like it's very out in the open. And we still have yet to hear, what is actually signed on paper, because nothing, and he made this very clear, nothing is signed on paper when it comes down to a deal between the U.S. and China. And I think that's why markets were so quick to retrace from the highs that they made. At one point, again, markets were booming, hitting highs of 508, and then a quick retracement to 501. Why? Because again, the markets got ahead of themselves. The second thing that I want to share with you is, yesterday we quickly talked about this pharmaceutical executive order that Trump wants to sign, that he wants to reduce pharmaceutical drugs almost immediately by 30 to 80%. So what I understood from this is, well, first off, I see this to be a big win if it is true. I'm not someone that takes pharmaceutical drugs. It's not something that directly benefits me, but I would say that this is a big win for the American people if it actually does get signed. I don't really see how you can hate on something like this. What I've understood of this deal is that the U.S. is getting charged 3 times to 10 times more than every other country out there. Supposedly, the U.S. only has 4% of the world's population, yet we make 2/3 of the revenue from these pharmaceutical companies. So how is that possible? Well, we're getting overcharged, is what he stated. And he's saying that they are doing an analysis, and that if these same drugs are being sold to developed countries at a lower price, he will find whichever developed country and the lowest price for that drug, and he will make the pharmaceutical drugs pay that price. Will that actually happen? I don't know. He says that he will implement tariffs if they refuse to work with them, but nonetheless, that it is not fair that other developed countries get something substantially cheaper. He used Ozempic as an example, yet it is overcharged here in the US. So he simply wants more fair prices, and he is going for the lowest price of any developed country in where that drug is offered. He is not going for the lowest price, period, because there are some undeveloped countries that, of course, need more of an incentive. Obviously due to their situation. So that's what I've understood of this whole pharmaceutical offer an executive order that is set to be signed. So if it actually does get signed, if pharmaceutical companies actually do begin to drop their prices, I see this as a big win for Americans, not necessarily for myself. I have no direct benefit of this, but when I see these executive orders being signed, I often ask myself, again, is it just in benefit for a small group of people or for America? And I really see this as a big win for America, as again, it is incredibly expensive, as I've heard, to afford these pharmaceutical drugs. If you listen to that speech, it was a very hard speech to listen to because the dude likes to talk and he talks around what it is that he's trying to say. So I would still encourage you that if you do have time, go check it out so you can, listen to every word that he says. Maybe I did miss something, but those are the things that stood out most to me. When it comes down to the executive order for Big Pharma, it's matching the lowest price of any developed country so the U.S. no longer continues to overpay. And when it comes down to the China deal, is no deal is actually signed, but they're willing and open, again, verbally, to open up their borders for business to do, for U.S. to do business with them. And when it comes down to, I'm sorry, it wasn't aluminum, it was steel, and that they're not willing to reduce their tariffs on steel, and they're not willing to reduce any tariffs on Big Pharma. But other than that, it's a 10% standard tariff. So tariffs are set to come down for the most part on selected sectors. So very excited to follow up. Again, very choppy market right now. When in doubt, never be afraid to cash out. I believe markets are overbought. I believe markets are getting ahead of themselves. I've said this many times before. The stock market being incredibly bullish. I mean, you can Google search it yourself. The stock market is a leading indicator of how investors see our economy doing. It is not how our economy is doing right now, because if you look at our economy is contracting based off of the most recent GDP report. It's not growing, yet markets are thriving, right? So it is not a direct representation of how our economy is doing. It's simply a projection of how investors think that our economy will continue to do. I want to remind you, tomorrow is our inflation report. How will the markets react? Or will they not care that inflation is either going up or down? So very excited to follow up. Inflation report is tomorrow, 1 hour before the market opens. If you want me to go live, again, all I literally ask you to do is subscribe to the channel and I'll take it over from there. So I hope to see you for tomorrow's live trading session. That's the second link in the description down below. I trade live every single morning right at market open, and it's designed for complete beginners. So if you want to learn more about it, second link in the description down below. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.